We're getting right into it this time. Season 12, Adventures Abound. Events include Charmander Community A Classic, a Paldean Adventure, Paldean Ultra Unlock, Oddish Research Day, Grubbin Community A, Psychic Spectacular 2023, Out to Play, Azuriel Hatch Day, Detective Pikachu Returns, City Safari Seoul, South Korea, Harvest Festival, City Safari Barcelona, Spain, Timber Community A, Halloween 2023 Part 1, Skorupi Incense Day, Halloween 2023 Part 2, Team Go Rocket Takeover, Dia de Muertos 2023, City Safari, Mexico City, Mexico, Wooper Community Day, Festival of Lights 2023, Mega Garchomp Raid Day, Fashion Week 2023, Party Up, and Mareep Community A Classic.
Charmander!
Pros include Charmander was greatly shiny boosted, Charmeleon evolved, became Charizard with the exclusive moves Dragon Breath and Blast Burn, and Pokestop Showcase. Cons, nothing in particular, nothing really too groundbreaking here.
Go!
Pros. The debut of Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxly, and Lechonk. The release of Shiny Lechonk. 4 collection challenges. Special research, Pokestop Showcase, 4 times Catch XP and Stardust, and unknown P, A, L, D, and E were appearing in raids. Cons, nothing in particular, a pretty solid start to the season.
What do you think of Pomni?
Pros. The debut of Nimble, Palmy, Bombardier, and Frigibax, the release of Shiny Bombardier, and the bonuses from Part 1 carried over. Cons, nothing in particular. Kind of a shame this was the only Ultra Unlock of 2023, but it's the past now.
This.
Pros include Oddish was greatly shiny boosted, Oddish had an increased chance of being tiny or huge, Oddish could potentially reward players with Sunstones upon capture, and Pokestop Showcase. Cons, nothing in particular, a research day like any other.
They give me a solid 12 cents. Yes! Shiny Grubbin! Shiny Grubbin!
Pros include the release of Shiny Grubbin, Charjabug evolved, became Vikavolt with the exclusive move Volt Switch, Grubbin was greatly shiny boosted, and Pokestop Showcase. Cons, nothing in particular, pretty awesome event.
I'm psychic and I'm getting a strong feeling from you.
Pros include the release of Shiny Solosis, Pokestop Showcase, 4 collection challenges, the spawns were relevant, Galarian Mr. Mime was appearing globally in raids, unknown P, S, and I were appearing in raids, and Solosis hatched from 7k eggs were shiny boosted. Cons, nothing in particular. Pretty cool event for Psychic types.
No. Play?
Pros include the release of Shiny Hisuian Growlithe, Roots were revamped for the better, the ability to create roots is now available to more players, Zygarde cells are now more common, and Kecleon appeared more frequently, which the only con is that was probably cap. Kecleon was not as common as they made it out to be, and them saying that Kecleon would appear more frequently was a little bit of cap. Pros include Azuriel was greatly shiny boosted, Azuriel was the only available Pokemon from 2k eggs, and that's it. The only con is that there was no reduced hatch distance. These hatch days would be so much better if they just had half hatch distance. It doesn't have to be a quarter hatch distance, just having a half hatch distance would just be so nice. Come on, Niantic.
You're adorable. They can't understand me, kid.
Pros. Hence the name of the event, Detective Pikachu Returns. Detective Pikachu had a unique animation when encountered. The debut of Detective Hat Slowpoke, Collection Challenge, and most spawns were valuable in some way. Cons, nothing in particular. Honestly, if they didn't bring Detective Hat Pikachu back for this, they probably would have never brought it back. Pros include the debut of Skiddo, the release of Shiny Skiddo, the debut of Safari Hat Eevee, Heracross was spawning in a place it normally wouldn't, the introduction of revamped Safari Zones, City Safaris, unknown E, O, and S were appearing, and everything at the location was shiny boosted. Cons, nothing in particular. I am looking forward to seeing how many more City Safaris they can do, because I did hear that since City Safaris don't take up a very specific location, they can happen much more frequently. Heck, a while ago we just got the information for the first Safari Zone of 2024. So, overall, I feel like this is a good change for Safari Zones. Pros include the debut of Smoliv, Pokestop Showcase, 2 collection challenges, spawns were relevant, and an increased catch candy for Pumpkaboo. The only con here is that the Pumpkaboo Pokestop Showcases that was supposed to be here was cancelled due to glitches with Pumpkaboo's size mechanic. So yeah, that was kind of a bummer. I had an absolute massive Pumpkaboo in my storage saved for nothing. Pros include Loudred could be shiny in the wild, Relicanth was appearing in a place it normally wouldn't, unknown B, C, and N were appearing, everything at the location was shiny boosted, and Skidoo made another appearance. Cons, nothing in particular. A pretty cool location in Spain. I feel like Barcelona is probably one of the prettiest locations in Spain, so it's pretty cool that it got a city safari. Timber! Pros include Timber was greatly shiny boosted, Girder evolved became Conkeldurr with the exclusive move Brutal Swing, and Pokestop Showcase. Cons, nothing in particular. A pretty cool thing. Yeah, I mean, it was cool to see Timber spawn in the wild, but this would have been way more revolutionary if Timber wasn't a featured spawn for GoFest the very previous season.
This is Halloween, pumpkins scream in the dead of night.
Pros include the debut of Greavard, the release of Shiny Phantump, Pokestop Showcases, and the Freetown Research had pretty good rewards. This did have 3 major cons though. One is that the candy bonuses from previous years were horribly nerfed. We went from having straight up double catch candy to the catch candy of freaking throw based. So like you would get more candy based on your throw rather than just having double catch candy. That was a pretty big nerf in my opinion. And Yamask and Pumpkaboo weren't featured, the 2 main selling points of the Halloween event. And Greavard, the big new Pokemon debut, wasn't even a featured spawn. It's so annoying how they debut a new Pokemon and don't make it spawn in the wild. And Niantic has been doing that a lot lately. So it's getting old. This event has a pretty good starting pro. It is the fact that this was the first Incense Day in almost 2 years. Yes, the last Incense Day we had before this was Swinub in December of 2021. So, yeah, it was a bit satisfying to read this. And, yeah. Skaruvi was also shiny boosted, different Pokemon spawned off of incense for different times, and the daily incense lasted twice as long. There wasn't really anything wrong with this event other than that. Pros include the release of Shiny Zorua, the debut of Trick or Treat Pikachu and Trick or Treat Gengar, Pokestop showcases, the return of Halloween costume Pokemon from 2021 and 2022, the return of Yamask. Most spawns were relevant in some way. Part 2 is far better than Part 1, but the problems with Part 1 did still carry over though.
Look out, Ash. It's Team Rocket. Team Rocket? What are you?
Pros include the debut of Ghastly, Rhyhorn, Barboach, Cranidos, Shieldon, Drillbur, Litwick, and Hisuian Sneasel in Shadow form. The release of Shiny Shadow Bellsprout and Shiny Shadow Dratini. The debut of Shadow Regigigas. 12-kilometer eggs were made much better by removing all pointless hatches. The release of Shiny Shadow Lugia, and the return of Shiny Shadow Sableye and Shiny Shadow Grimer. Cons, nothing in particular. These events are usually always pretty good. Pros include the debut of Senpasucho Cubone and the return of Senpasucho Duskull. And that's about it. There wasn't really anything major with this event. I mean, Latin America did get some bonuses, so that's kind of cool, I guess, but it's overall usually a pretty short event, so it doesn't usually drop anything groundbreaking.
Más te vale que nos des un pinche cuarto, si no ahorita te tumbo los pinches ojos, güey.
Pros include Tropius was appearing in a place it normally wouldn't. Unknown M, E, and X were appearing. Skidoo made another appearance, and everything at the event was greatly shiny boosted. I feel like City Safaris are a really good change because it allows for Niantic to have more locations to do live events. So, I have a feeling that Skidoo is going to remain an exclusive Pokemon for these for a while, but don't worry because all you really got to do is wait a little while, and eventually Skidoo will come to a City Safari that is near you. So, it's pretty interesting. Pros include the debut of Paldean Wooper, the release of Shiny Paldean Wooper, Wooper evolved during event hours, became Quagsire with the exclusive move Aqua Tail, Paldean Wooper evolved during event hours, became Clodsire with the exclusive move Mega Horn. The con is that the Pokestop showcases featuring both Wooper was cancelled.
Let there be light.
Pros include the debut of Tadbulb, the release of Shiny Morlul, the return of bioluminescent Pokemon, Pokestop showcases, and that's it. Cons, nothing in particular. Another event that did have regional locked bonuses was India. India got additional bonuses for this event, but it was They did get an exclusive collection challenge, which was, I think, more than what Latin America got, but yeah. Pros include the debut of Mega Garchomp. Garchomp was greatly shiny boosted. Garchomp can now be shiny in the wild. And that's it. One big con, though, is that a pointless ticket was sold. Why does Niantic keep bothering selling these tickets for raid days? Nobody's gonna buy them.
Somebody's fabulous!
Pros include the release of Shiny Gothita, the debut of Fancy Dragonite and Gangster Wooper, the return of previous Fashion Week costumes, avatar items in the shop were sold at a discount, collection challenge, and Pokestop showcases. Once again, another pointless ticket was sold. Hey, I mean, at least the collection challenge was free, but come on, do they really have to paywall the timed research? Pros include party-related bonuses, previous shinies from events throughout the season were available, daily Pokestop showcases, Kangaskhan was available globally in Mega Raids, and the return of Party Hat Wurmple. This event had two major cons, though. One is that most things couldn't be shiny. Second is that the event was overall very lackluster. And really the only way you could possibly maximize on this event is if you had at least one other person. Which, I do have people where I live that also play, but all of those other people have lives aside from the game, so they're not always ready to play. Niantic really has been pushing the party play feature lately, and I mean, as long as it's not their, like, first choice to make an event for, it's pretty, I mean, it's okay if you have people, but, like, if you're in an urban area and you don't have anybody near you who plays, it's practically pointless. Pros include Mareep was greatly shiny boosted, Flaffy evolved became Ampharos with the exclusive move Dragon Pulse, Pokestop Showcase. The only con is that the showcases were glitched and featured Squirtle instead of Mareep. Overall, this season overall was pretty uneventful, to say the least. I mean, it had its moments, but see, previous seasons, like, for example, the season of Go, the season of Heritage, and the season of Hidden Gems, for example, those seasons were really fun because they had a lot of memorable things. While other seasons, like the season of Rising Heroes, had a lot of negative things that a lot of people didn't like. And this season was kind of meh. It didn't really do enough important stuff to, like, really, sell it to anybody. Like, it wasn't good. Like, it was good, but it wasn't great, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't really memorable either. And I can say with confidence, but by the time we get to the autumn season again in 2024, I'll probably forget a good portion of the stuff that was in this season. Overall, that's the video, and I will see you guys soon. Ciao.